Our profession's in real trouble. We don't have the kind of union we'd like to have. We've been betrayed, really. You kind of have to sit on that knowledge. I think you have to sit on it a little bit, but you can be genuinely optimistic because we know things could be better. Sometimes don't think of it as the union. Think of it as just workplace solidarity. It's really important just to think solidarity is the word. You will be finding yourself with teachers in trouble. You want to think of that when you're fighting for a teacher in trouble, you're fighting for everybody. Test proctoring, which was always falling on the same people, and it had been done that way before. And I thought there was really something wrong with it. And so I did my research. That's the first thing. There's nothing in the contract that says you could spend your whole workday proctoring tests. There's nothing that limits it at all. So once you find that out, then you say, well, so you're going to use a different approach. You're not going to tell the administrator this is a violation of something because it's not. I just gave examples of look at this. And they, I'd never been in a school that had it like this. It was always done much more fairly, and there were teachers in the reserve room ready to proctor and so forth. But this situation, school wanted to send everybody out for PD. They get some kind of points. They're supplying the audience for some PD session at somewhere in Manhattan or something, so that you can't tell them not to do that. But I basically had to go around to teachers and see when they were available. We're 6 through 12, so we had middle school teachers. Like the gym teacher had high school classes that weren't there during Regents Weeks. Found out he was actually willing to proctor because he was getting some. So you have to kind of get into the nuts and bolts of it, of how if you're willing to do that, that's one way to kind of solve things. I think it's important to know how you make formal complaints, and but I think what people like about it is that principals don't like it. That's really, so there, do that because you know that you're doing something um, that makes them have to answer. Don't get bowled over because
Hmm.
you're representing members who have rights that have been
Hmm.
struggled for, and there's no reason for them uh, not to be complaining about situations that need to redress.
Why should a person run for chapter leader, delegate, or para rep? I mean, we've heard all like how hard the job is, how thankless the job is, but why should a person run?
You should run because of what you know already, and you probably have some sense that our profession is in real trouble, and we are being made into robots. We're being given packaged curriculums.
Hmm.
We're being made fools of,
Hmm.
including by our union leadership, which supports the worst of it. Mulgrew doesn't still probably doesn't see what was wrong with the Common Core. You may find that it's very gratifying to help people. I found that say what you do know because you'll be helping people that way. You will know enough as a chapter leader within a few months or a year or so. You will know enough to really be able to help people out. Run sometimes just because I think a contested is better. It keeps everybody more accountable if they have to face an election. Definitely run and learn from the experience, and so if you have people that have been chapter leaders, like in Solidarity, uh, it's good to turn to them, and you'll also feel like some things are kind of horrifying, and it's like you will have already heard about some of the things that are done to teachers. But if you've been around, if you're active in Solidarity or another group like More, or, New Action, you'll be around these people who have seen it all already,
Yes.
and that would be a good way, a good way to be prepared for your own experience.